right, this CorelDRAW video is going to go over a multicolored sticker that you can design using CorelDRAW. And I've got a couple examples here that I want you to take a look at. So let's say that I wanted to do the Vikings logo. All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on here with all of the detail and the hair, the black lines, and on the horns. And that might be a little bit much for some of you to kind of take on. So even though I like that logo, I don't think that's a very good one to do as my first multicolored logo. And even, going to like the University of Minnesota logo, this is a fairly simple logo too, but this is a really thin line, and these two would have to be laid on top of each other so perfectly for it to look good that I'm going to try avoid that one too. Let's take a look at this third one. Yes, the University of North Dakota, my alma mater. That's kind of why we're going to do this one. Let's take a look at some of the options here. So this logo is three colors. It's actually two, black and green, but there's white in the background. Okay. And so it's got some text on here. And so we're going to use this as our example for a multicolored logo. So I'm going to choose, I guess, any of these. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to right click, copy image. I'm going to go to CorelDRAW. And let's see. Let's make this let's do a different size here. Let's make it 4. We'll just do 4 by 4. All right, that's how big I want my sticker to be. And I'm going to paste in the image. All right, now notice how pixelated that is. Okay, so that might cause us some problems when we're trying to do this. Okay, now in the previous one color example, we did a quick trace. And that's usually where I would want to start in a quick trace. So I'm going to go to quick trace, and you can see I lost some of the detail. I lost the eye. I lost the black under the chin of the hawk. So quick trace is not going to work for me. All right. So what do we do? What are the next steps? Well, under trace bitmap, I do have some other options here. Centerline trace, and outline trace. And we're going to focus on outline trace. There are many different options that we could choose. And I'll let you kind of play around with the different ones. I'm going to try doing, I have pretty good luck with logo. So I'm going to click on logo, and this is going to bring you to another screen. And it's kind of a before and after. Okay. And so here's the type of image. I chose logo, and I can choose to increase or decrease the detail of this. So if I want less detail, it'll update that below. I can increase it. Okay. And really, I can kind of play around with the smoothing. You can see how it's really getting morphed now. There's really no one way to do this. You just have to kind of play around with it and try find the best looking option. I kind of like that, but I'm going to see how I want this to be curved right here. So I'm going to give it try to get that curved. That's core smoothness. And now, just as an example here, we could choose detailed logo, and that gives us a whole nother set of things to play around with. And I'm only looking at the hawk. I'm not looking at the text. Okay. So we'll try to get a before and after here that I think looks all right. We're going to go ahead and go with this. Okay. So once you find something that you like, click OK. And just like before, it makes a copy right over the top. All right. Now I'm going to keep this original one here just so I know what things look like. And if you remember from before, first thing that we're going to do is we are going to ungroup. Okay, so it's highlighted. We're going to ungroup all. And I'm going to get rid of all of this text. I don't need any of it. I just want the logo. There's a little piece right there that it created as well. All right. So if I'm doing a couple different colors here, okay, I want to copy and paste this to be, let me back. Let's get this thing sized appropriately. So I said I wanted a 4x4. So right now it's only at 1.7. I'm going to put it at 4. So at least now this is the right size. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this for every color that I need to create. So we'll just say that this is the green. This is all going to be a green sticker. And I'm going to right click, copy, right click, paste. And I usually like to just use my shortcut keys. So Control C, Control V. And you can see I've got another one that showed up there. This one is going to be my black. Okay. So when I click on the original, we can take the color away by left clicking, and then I'll right click to get just the outline. And, this is going to be part of the green. This is part of the green. This is black. So let's get rid of that. This is kind of wonky here. This might be a little tricky. Let's see what happens when I delete this. All right. And look what it did here. This is something we're going to have to fix. I undid that. I want to create kind of a point here where the green and the black meet. Okay. And so we're going to have to get into the shape tool. I haven't used that very much, but the shape tool is kind of your best friend sometimes. And I want this to be the end of the green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on that node and break it apart. Okay, so this is actually just going to go back to here. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and, if I wanted to get rid of this line here, I'm just going to double click on it. Let's break it apart again. Oh, let's undo. Undo can be your best friend. So let's do this. I'm going to double click to add a node. You can see there's a node that was added, and I can break that apart. Oh, there was 2 on top of each other. Let's break that apart. There we go. Keep double clicking. They went away. Now I'm going to sort of join these together. All right. That is all going to be a green part of the sticker. This one is going to all become black. So I'm going to get rid of all the green. This one should go a little quicker. There we go. And I think, I'm going to edit this just a little bit. So I'd like to double click here and break apart. Let's try that again. Sometimes they'll double lines on top of each other. There we go. And it gets to be kind of a tedious thing, depending on how well it. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to get rid of that. Undo is my friend. There we go. All right. I really just want to add a node here and bring that down to there. There we go. Now let's see what happens here with this. Oh, I gotta undo that. I have to get back into the shape tool, get rid of some of these. Let's break this apart. There we go. Oh, I'll add a node here so it doesn't delete all the way back. There we go. And I can connect those right there. All right, so this is going to be the black. This is going to be the green, and I can overlay those together when I'm all done. And let's go ahead and let's just imagine, I'll put this black up here. I definitely want to group these so that, whenever I move it, they move together in the correct spacing. Because remember, this is going to go right here. This is going to go right in there. Lines up pretty good. Okay. But let's say we wanted to put North Dakota. Remember how crooked the text was after I traced the image? Well, remember, we can just simply type text. So I could say North Dakota, and I can, maybe even I want to put all caps. Dakota. I could choose a font that I want. So, Arial wouldn't be good. I think for a lot of times for stickers, the chunkier text, the better. So I'm just scrolling through here quick, try and find something that is kind of a bold type text. They just peel off the stickers easier. Grilled cheese. Hey, let's use grilled cheese. Why not? And remember, the width of this sticker is 4 inches, so I can just change this to 4. I know it's the right size. And again, I could just make it an outline. And I could choose whatever color I wanted this to be. So I did add text to it. It's a nice vectored text, easy to cut out. I've got my different colors here. Our next steps would be to kind of go over how to cut these out. Each color is going to have to be a separate cut job. So stay tuned for that. And this was the multicolored logo sticker video. Good luck.